Well, it's actually the first time that I've voted in this part of our little island, so I took some pleasure from that. See, this could be a very defining election. This could be the beginning of a realignment of Irish politics in this part of the island, and that's a good thing. And this is the People's Day, so I would like to see them coming out in as large numbers as possible, making a stand and returning the strongest Sinn Fein team possible. But I think what's really essential is for people to come out and vote. Whoever they vote for, we want them to vote for us, but it's really essential that they use their vote.
The tally has you ahead now. They're after 60%. You're about 22%.
Well, the one thing I want to do is to thank all of the people who work for Sinn Fein and all of the people especially who voted for Sinn Fein. And we set ourselves an objective in this election of increasing our number of seats, maybe doubling our seats, and then trying to get a good foundation in other constituencies. And I think we're on target to do that. Hiya, Kate. On Tyrone.
I know it's early days, but are you a relieved man today or a happy man?
No. I mean, we've a lot of work to do. You know, whatever happens today, there's still 500,000 people unemployed. By this time next week, be another 1,000 people emigrating. I don't see any government with Fine Gael at its core changing policy or changing direction. So Sinn Féin's there to argue for all of those policies we put before the people and to hold the government to account. Well, I think it's premature to actually count the votes before we've got beyond the tally. But whatever result we get here will be down to the very, very hard work of the team here in County Louth and in East Meath. And I want to thank everybody who worked for Sinn Fein and everybody who voted for Sinn Fein.
What does today mean for you personally and the party generally?
Well, it's a big day for me and for my family because it was a considerable political gamble and a big wrench to leave West Belfast. And you know, I'm indebted to people in West Belfast and lots of very, very close friends who'll be watching all of this with a very deep personal interest. So, you know, what do? You do your best, you try to make a difference, you try to be positive, and if you get a mandate to represent your peers, particularly for a party like Sinn Féin, which I'm very, very proud to serve in any capacity, then all you can do is give it 100%, and that's what I intend to do.
And just very briefly, it's looking like a Fine Gael Labour government in Dublin. Your feelings on that one?
Well, I wish whatever government comes in the very best, and if it's Enda Kenny, I wish him the best as well. But really, I think we'll have a different government, but the same policies, no real change of direction, and working people will suffer, and there's a lot to be done, and Sinn Féin will be in there trying our best, as we do in the north, trying our best right across the island to make a positive difference, to make a stand for ordinary citizens.
Too soon to congratulate you.
There's a man.
Where's fella?
Yeah, Martin.
Big kid.
Arthur.
Jim, a top off.
You know, people are looking at what is a very important election for the people of Ireland, and for us, a breakthrough is getting Gerry Adams into the Dáil, along with extra Sinn Féin representatives, which it appears we're going to succeed in doing, and importantly in Dublin also. So I think this is going to be a very good election for our party.
Would it be good for you in the Assembly elections in May? Would it give you a boost?
Well, I mean, obviously any good electoral contest anywhere on this island where we come out favourably is a boost for us in the north. But we're strong in the north. We have a proven track record. We've been in government for the last almost 4 years. We've done what many people said was the impossible. We went into government with the DUP. We're building important personal relationships, and more important, we're attempting against the backdrop of a world economic recession to ensure that we put people first. This is about our people, and it's about trying to build the economy, protecting the most disadvantaged within our society, getting jobs, getting foreign direct investment, and ensuring that frontline services are protected, particularly against the swingeing cuts that have been imposed on us from Westminster.
Does it bring a united Ireland any closer?
Well, I think many people will see new Sinn Fein TDs going into the Dáil, led by our party leader, Gerry Adams, as a hugely significant and symbolic and important political development. Far greater than many people imagine, I think, at this time, and our political opponents, I think, would be in some trepidation at the prospect of a strong Sinn Féin team entering the Dáil. We have Pearse Doherty, who has shown himself to be a rising star among other rising stars within our party, the length and breadth of the country. And from what I've been hearing on the way down on RTE, it's quite clear that Sinn Féin's performing incredibly well. And if we are in this election, not too soon to say, to double our representation, then that'll be a fairly phenomenal result for us.
What would you say to Enda Kenny? He's probably going to be the next Taoiseach. He's the Taoiseach elect, I suppose, at this stage. He's been less than complimentary about Sinn Féin. What would you say to Enda Kenny?
Well, I mean, if he emerges as the largest party, as it appears he will, and the new Taoiseach, I would want to congratulate him. I mean, I am in a very responsible position north of the border. He will then come on to the All-Ireland Ministerial Council, which we're all part of as a result of the institutions of the Good Friday Agreement, and I want to develop a positive working relationship with whoever leads the new government. So if that's going to be Eamon Gilmore and Enda Kenny, then Peter Robinson and I will work with them, because what is very important for all of us is to recognise, particularly against the backdrop of the economic conditions that exist on the island, that it's very important that we work together, that we develop an all-island economy, that we look at the prospect of shared services in education and health and many other areas, so that we can put all of the resources that are available to the political establishments north and south of the border into play for the benefit of all of the people of this island.
Are you surprised by the popularity of Gerry Adams in Louth? He's surging ahead in the polls, probably going to top the poll significantly.
Not in the least, and I think against the backdrop of the way in which some of those, particularly among our political opponents and others within the media, have tried to undermine the statesman's position that he clearly has, held in very high esteem throughout the world, and I think held in very high esteem throughout this island for the incredible contribution that he made to the peace process. Doesn't surprise me in the least that ordinary people here in Louth have the ability to see through some of the bullshit that was said about him over the course of recent months, and decided to put their first preference votes to the leader of our party.
I'll give you a few bob now. Just
Thank you.
Okay.
How are you doing? You all right? Well, I've just arrived in the count here in Dundalk, and already it seems that Sinn Féin's polling really strongly all over the country. I've come here first, obviously, got a moral support for my party leader, Gerry Adams, but absolutely delighted to see at this stage that he's ahead of everybody else, that in fact appears to be topping the poll at this stage and could well be elected on the first count, which I consider to be a phenomenal result. And I really put down to all those within opposing political parties. For example, Margaret Ritchie called on people in County Louth not to vote for Sinn Féin. This is a slap in the face for her and for the SDLP, and indeed for our political opponents in Dublin who try to undermine Gerry Adams' credibility. And of course elements within the media also who try to undermine Gerry Adams' credibility. This result, I think, is a phenomenal result for Sinn Féin. And to see Gerry Adams now, as it appears, going into the Dáil with other new Sinn Féin TDs and the TDs who were already there, who've saved their seats and returned their seats at this time, represents symbolically and politically an element of huge importance for Sinn Féin, where north and south of the border now Sinn Féin is really becoming a major political force, and using our positions responsibly on behalf of people. I'm effectively an executive in the north with the unionists and working against the backdrop of swingeing cuts that came from Westminster to protect frontline services, grow the economy, help the most disadvantaged within our society, save jobs. And Gerry Adams and our team in Dublin will be working very hard and working with the rest of us on an All-Ireland basis in the future to ensure that the All-Ireland agenda is something that's up there in bright lights, and the election of Gerry Adams into the Dáil and new Sinn Fein TDs is a major boost to that strategy.
Well, this is an absolutely brilliant day for me for a number of reasons. First of all, because I'm escaping from party politics on this island to some degree, and also because there's a rascal called Gerry Adams taking over from me, and he won't be able to escape for at least 5 years, I hope. So that gives me great delight. And I'm also delighted that he's coming in on such a high, because he's looking like he's going to top the poll here in Louth, East Meath in this constituency. He's coming into a very effective machine in terms of party activism, in terms of local authority members for the party, and of course he has a big pair of shoes to fill. I take about size 8s, so I'm going to have to check Gerry out in that score just to see what way he's going to fill my shoes. This is what the whole talk has been from the political classes, you know, is he going to fill my shoes? Such a load of nonsense. On a serious note, Gerry is going to be very busy because the people of this area give him such a huge vote because they trust him, because they know that he will deliver honest politics, sincere politics. So he's going to be very busy, his team are going to be very busy, but I believe that he's going to grow Sinn Féin in this constituency by his sheer work ethic, by his teamwork, and that's one thing about Gerry Adams, he's an excellent team player. I wish Gerry well, and I wish the whole team in Sinn Féin in Louth well, and I know he'll do a brilliant job. Sinn Féin.
And the following is the result of count 1. Adams, Gerry, Sinn Féin, 15,000. Fianna Fáil, 5,177. As the votes of Gerry Adams and Fergus O'Dowd exceed the quota, I deem them to be elected.
I want to thank Clark, Geroid, Roisin. I want to thank Drethla, Leishna, Anna and Snowy for putting up with all this. There's just a brilliant team of people here in County Louth. You know, one of our friends just died yesterday, but he hung on until he went out and cast his vote. And there's lots of, you all know the team of councillors, the local representatives, you all know who did the canvass and the poster and all the endless work. So it's your victory. Your victory. It's a victory for the people, the Republican people of County Louth and of East Meath. And enjoy it.
We will.
Perfect.
We will.
What we have to do, because we've been given a huge mandate. And remember, this is all on the work done by Arthur Morgan, who was an exemplary TD. What we have to do is to take this mandate and use it in the interests of the people. People have sent a very clear message. We went out with a very, very clear manifesto in terms of core Republican values, genuine Republican values, which are about upholding citizenship, looking after the most vulnerable, making sure that people have their entitlements. That's what we're about. We're also a United Ireland party. We're an All-Ireland party. Next Tuesday is the day that Bobby Sands started his hunger strike. Okay, so this isn't just, as we all know, about who wins what and who tops the poll and who doesn't. This is about actual sacrifice in terms of ongoing reconquest of Ireland by the people of Ireland. So we'll sit down in the weeks ahead. We'll work out how we develop from this. We'll work out how we enhance the services that we extend to people. We'll work out how our team will function in and out of Leinster House in the time ahead, and we'll keep building. So thanks everybody. It doesn't matter how little you did. It doesn't matter if you just give out one leaflet. And who are the most important people? The people who voted for us. So let's give a big bull of buzz for all those people. And let's just pay tribute to how sophisticated and intelligent all of those people were, given the amount of shit that was shoveled in. So we have a lot to do. We're all on a journey. We're on a big journey together, our people. And one of the things that I'm awfully certain about is that our people are better than what's happening to them at this time. So let's all united. Níl go cur le héile. We're a brilliant team. We're united. We know exactly where we're going. We know what we want to do. Let's have a wee celebration tonight. Let's get back at it tomorrow and keep working in the time ahead. And thanks again, everybody. Go to meet them. I think